Let the gamers begin, and we'll be able to listen in throughout this and see. We're trying this each time with Michael Vick and Derwin James. So hopefully between our voices and commentary and their playing and their camera views and audio, we'll be able to enjoy the competition with them.
Yeah, and for both...
Yeah, Derwin...
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say, Derwin James is a huge Madden fan. He's been playing for a very long time, and I asked him how it felt to him playing Vick in the final, because we all know that Vick was a legend in Madden, and he is very excited. So that's also something to kind of keep in mind, that he's maybe going to be geeking out a little bit today. I don't know.
Well, yeah, of course he is. This is a situation where if you play Madden, when the name Mike Vick comes up, it just gives you a little bit queasiness. I mean, he would just put all kinds of pressure on your defense all the time, and Lamar Jackson is even worse. He's actually just a better version of the old Michael Vick. And what we're going to be looking at in today's matchup is for Michael Vick, it's going to be, can he do the things better than DJ does? Because essentially they're running the same offense, but DJ runs a little bit better in the tackles. He is a little bit more accurate and is better on the sticks. So when it comes to juking with Russell Wilson, things like that, he's just a little bit better in all these areas. So in my opinion, even though I love Michael Vick and I want him to win, it seems like DJ is really pretty much better at every facet of the game than Mike is.
Well, you know, Rob, we have two mobile quarterbacks, which obviously, and when the playoffs started in reality, many thought the Ravens were an automatic ticket to get to the Super Bowl, but we saw the Tennessee Titans defense them well in reality. So in a virtual game in Madden 20 here, can Derwin James take anything from that, from watching what happened in reality with his Seattle team, and apply it in our first championship here at the Madden NFL Invitational?
Well, what's funny is when you ask that question is the Tennessee Titans actually used Madden plays to stop Lamar Jackson in real life.
Really?
So they'll tell you that, you know, they wanted to make sure that they looked and found out how do we stop them in game, and they use that in real life. But the game has started. It's time to get it. Who is going to do it? I don't know.
Let the gamers begin. Seahawks kicking.
Oh, that was
Ravens to receive. Bringing it out of the end zone. And stop. Excellent special teams work by Seattle. It's a Pete Carroll hallmark. As we get a look at the play chosen from the formation here.
I'm seeing everything now.
Yeah.
Will Michael Vick. Now, the crowd noise, I don't need to take that into consideration of playing Madden 20.
No, these guys are in the zone. They want to win. It's just going to be a matter, as we start this game, where is it going to go? Is he going to really start passing it, or is he going to run it? And just like that, starts the run with Ingram, gets the first down.
Ingram up near the 40-yard line, opening possession. And Vick. Ingram, the former Saint running back, Vick has talked about when he talked to Rachel earlier. He gave us kind of a game plan. Let's see if he sticks to that on 1st and 10.
Yeah, and just a reminder, his game plan was just let Lamar Jackson do his thing.
And here he goes, doing his thing with room to run on the left, but throws on the run, had a receiver, but tough to throw going in that direction, Rob.
Yeah, when we talk about throwing on the run, it's going to be Russell Wilson versus Lamar Jackson. And Russell Wilson actually is someone who specializes in being able to throw on the run. Much better rating than Lamar Jackson. But in that case, you see, was lucky enough that fell incomplete and was not picked off.
Facing a 2nd and 10. You can see your competitors up in the corner. Working the control pressure, and sacked is Lamar Jackson.
This is exactly what we're talking about. You want to be able to put that pressure directly in his face, and you saw right there, there's no shorter place, no shorter distance than going just straight up the middle.
On 3rd and 20. Lamar Jackson airing it out and intercepted. In Seattle territory at the 45-yard line. It's a pick.
No reaction from Derwin whatsoever.
A little frustrated there.
Mike,
you knew the pass was coming on 3rd and 20.
Yeah, I think the thing for Mike, he's got to calm down. He knows that it was 3rd and 20, probably not going to convert that anyway. He might have just tried to play a little bit defense, because that's been the backbone of his entire team.
All right, Russell Wilson on the move here, and completes to the sideline. Lockett is going to score. It's a Seattle touchdown.
Wow.
Somehow kept his foot in bounds.
It was a terrific throw, lofting the ball perfectly. And the extra point is good. It's 7-0 Seahawks.
Florida versus VA. Yeah, VA. Man, I'm representing the FLA, man. Full county hands tell y'all stand up. Y'all know what I'm talking about. 42 gonna be a return, man, today. We ain't kicking it to Hollywood.
You're hearing Michael Vick's voice, and we complimented him on his defensive play earlier. And Derwin James talking earlier, Michael Vick, though, we had complimented him on his defense, but Derwin James taking advantage of Michael Vick and the Baltimore defense on the big play to Lockett. And now the Ravens try and respond, trailing 7-0.
And look at this pressure right up the middle. He's going to make Mike beat him in the air, but he's just coming with this pressure. Mike has got to be able to make these decisions quicker, get these out of maybe a quick slant, something. He can't continue to take these big losses.
Well, and you hear defensive teams, Rob, say when it came to Lamar Jackson back in the day and Michael Vick, don't let him run on us, make him throw to beat us.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they're doing. They're just bringing this pressure right up the middle, and here's that running again. And look, can he get past what?
Ingram with a nice cut and a holy cow, almost could have broke that loose.
I can go the other way with that one.
Yeah, his plan that he told us beforehand, and even though he said Rachel wouldn't show the world, we did.
I love that.
But the thing is in Madden, being able to run effectively is the name of the game. You want to be able, if you can get 6 or 7 yards a carry, follow these blocks, it obviously opens up the playbook so much more on third down or even on second down. Now you can do anything you want, and you don't have the situation where you've got 2 linebackers just staring you in the face.
Remember, we're live here on FS1. We're seeing Derwin and Michael Vick calling in the corner as the defense of Seattle comes up with another big play.
DJ getting him with the hit stick, causing fumbles, laughing at him.
And forced to punt 7-0 in this opening quarter.
I can always win. I can come back anytime.
Look out for Lockett.
Oh, my God, that's bad.
Tyler Lockett, who had the touchdown catch a moment ago, was brought down short 40, the Seattle 40. Now, Rob, when we're seeing these plays lined up for those that don't play Madden on a regular basis, what are we seeing off to the side here with different play and formations?
So what's happening right now is you saw the defensive player being able to pick which plays they want to. And right now, you're seeing a little circle around the feet, and that means that that's what that particular player, which in this case would be Michael Vick, is controlling. So now he's doing that. He's spying he's spying Wilson to make sure he tries to keep him in the pocket, doesn't give up those long runs.
All right, and that's something that Russell Wilson has made a habit of. He always told me in meetings that he scrambles to run. It's a throw, not to throw first, then run. And here he is throwing, and almost intercepted.
Well, how you play my I got to take advantage of those.
And he's right. You do have to take advantage of those. He's going to want that one back because he had everything on it. It was right there. That's why some defensive backs play defensive back.
Former Seahawk Earl Thomas with a chance of an interception and missed on a big play. So the Seahawks now on 3rd and 7.
And you're going to have to imagine that one of the biggest part of his offense is going to be this bootleg left and right to be able to make Clark have to make a decision if he's going to run up on Wilson or he's going to guard the wide receiver behind.
Plenty of time, throws on the run, and was the catch made going out of bounds? Let's take another look.
2 feet.
Close.
So close. That is a first down.
And what a grab on the sideline. Lockett showing great hands and control of his feet.
And we also going to have to keep a look out on, this is a run right up the middle. That is really not something that DJ does a lot of. He likes to run these sweeps and stretch out the defense.
But you got a good running game. As Chris Carson is the back now, and earlier we saw Procise and Penny running for Seattle. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle Seahawks.
Mike.
Oh, no.
Oh, my. So let's tell you a little bit about what happened there. Is Vick.
What you want? Run and pass. Let me get this. Run a pass, man. Let me know. We got to get ready.
Don't call me right now. Don't call me. It's not going good.
It's not going good. They call it.
Everybody call right now. Don't call me.
They watching. Hey, they watching back home, man.
Look,
they watching back home.
If you've ever played Madden and you start losing, and somebody dares call your cell phone, yo, we ain't talking right now. We're not friends.
Yeah, sorry. That was actually me calling Vick. I was telling him to wake up.
Yeah, and the problem for Vick here is he wants to get into his offense. He's got to get Snead. This is what he did. He's trying to change up his offense because he knows DJ watched the game film. He got in the lab and knows what's happening. So, but the offense for Vick really was just all around these middle routes to Snead. It was all about making sure you can get these bootlegs with Jackson. He's got to go back to it because right now it's just not working.
Rob, what do you think it was in that second game where he was outstanding against Juju? What do you think he was doing that made him win by so much that maybe he can call back here?
Juju just turned the ball over a lot. In this case, I want to show something to you, is that when this rollout happened, you didn't see DJ control the player. He let the computer make that tackle. And on the play previous, when DJ was running, Mike tried to control the player, and he got juked out of his socks.
Pete Carroll watching his defense control Lamar Jackson. 13-0, just over a minute or so in this opening quarter of the championship game. Fake to Ingram and looked like an lit by Jackson to his tight end. Andrews knocked down right away, well covered by Seattle.
And this was another situation where he knows that this blitz is going to come up the middle. He ran a play action, which is pretty scary there because I don't think he's fooling anybody with it, but ended up getting the extra time, able to complete that pass, but you're not going to get 14 points on the board making passes like that.
Big plays by Seattle on defense, set up the offense, and at the first quarter mark of 42 seconds and counting, Ravens trying to come back, trailing 14-0. Lamar Jackson held in check, facing a 3rd and 12. Airing it out and incomplete. Trying to get the ball to Hollywood Brown.
Yeah, and that's a timing route. He had the player open. What's going on right now in this defense is you're seeing a lot of pressure right up the middle, going with this man cover on the outside. He's got these one-on-ones, so he's got to make sure that he gets a little bit. Oh my God, no! Here we go, Tyler Lockett.
There he goes.
And Tyler
Come on,
Lockett.
Vick.
Can anybody stop him? The punter's the only guy. He's flat up face. Touchdown.
Wow.
Seahawks.
Back in the day.
Derwin
You know about
James
them
Hawks.
partners, man. We taking it, parlay, man. We coming to see you, man.
Yeah.
We playing to the finish, too.
Look,
I don't care what the score is. We playing to the finish.
look.
Man.
Myers, the extra point, 21-0.
When you're in Madden, we're talking about if you're up 21-0, a lot of games just stop. You just lay down and you just say, hey, you know what? You got this game. Let's run it back. So DJ said, I'm going to beat the brakes off of you. This is 21 in the first. I'm putting up 70, Mike. You're going to go right back to retirement.
Yeah, when do we reach the term
Vick
friendly
didn't even think he was going to be able to score a touchdown.
Well, I like the respect, though. DJ said, I'm not going to kick it to Hollywood. Your fullback is going to return these every single time. And at first I thought he had kicked it incorrectly, but no, he's purposely kicking it to the fullback so that there are no real returns. And we are live, so you're going to see some of these network connections. Maybe somebody's up on, watching a movie, streaming it upstairs. So
Yeah, I know. The term glitchy, we use that when you're playing Madden, when a guy is glitchy where he makes a tackle or misses a tackle. Sometimes we have some technical glitches because we're all working from home here and on remote through technology.
This is one of those times where you would think that if there wasn't a camera on Vick, you would think that maybe he, said, I don't know what's going on with my internet. Something happened. I don't know what's going on. But we know that he's there. He wants us to play. But
I think one of the players hit pause, right? I mean, so they want to work it out. It was like using a timeout. All right, we're back to live action. And Mark Ingram straight ahead is the play clock. And the game clock is under 10. And it should take us, unless there is a penalty, to the end of the opening quarter. And a lopsided Seahawks dominating with Derwin James at the controls.
Amazing.
ooh,
Oh, way to rub it in, Madden.
All right, so play on. I mean, I brought up friendly. Rob, friendly quit is a term that is used, correct? We've heard that used.
That would be the concession button. Madden said,
well, we're not going to do that here. We still have time. I think Vick will want to rally his team.
Look, Mike has got to figure out how can he stop this pressure right up the middle. He's got Snead on the outside. Can he get a dig route? Can he get something to Snead and get this offense started?
We have a timeout. We'll continue. We're live on the first ever Madden NFL Invitational. Michael Vick of the Ravens trailing Derwin James and the Seahawks 21-0. And we'll see if the Ravens and Vick can rally. We're glad to have you watching here on FS1.
Mike Vick needs some help. Rachel, call the cops. Something bad is going on in this game.
Something is happening. You know, before this game, he said he didn't even think Derwin was going to score a single touchdown. It is 21-0. That is not how things have panned out.
Hey, Rob, what's the greatest deficit someone has come back from?
I mean,
in Madden?
Look, here's the problem is if he isn't able to pass, you got to get 7 on the board, but you got to get first downs first. You know, first downs. There we go. There it is. See what I told you. Get back to Snead. Get these middle passes down. Just quick stuff and make Derwin James get out of this formation that's putting all of this pressure right into your face.
Well, and we've seen the Seattle defense really take advantage of whatever limitations they have found in this offense. And Lamar Jackson, who is capable of rallying this team, showing some patience, but there's the defense smothering the run.
Yeah, he doesn't really have too much time here to think about getting back into the run game. Down 21-0. The clock is going to start bleeding, and this is one of those situations where you're in a boat. The boat is deflating. Running isn't going to help you get across because it is going to be over before he knows it.
Yeah, but Lamar Jackson can take it to the house in a heartbeat. There's a nice completion and a first down. Tough hit, but going forward is Hollywood Brown, and a nice look at how that catch was made, and a strong completion by Lamar Jackson up across the 47-yard line of the Ravens.
Yeah, one of the things that we have to know about Mike Vick's offense is he was running 85 to 90% completion rate in his earlier games. Right now, he has 3 completions and then 1 completion to the other team.
Yeah, and if there's Ingram carrying, I know if the Ravens, when they get that power running game going, it's like most teams. In fact, most teams have made the playoffs last year. The top running teams, the top teams into the postseason, those teams, at least those quarterbacks, have led the league in passing yardage. The top 3 or 4 did not make the playoffs, and that's one of the things that we're seeing play out here. Seahawks with this 21-0 lead as Lamar Jackson will have to throw to bring his team back. At times, they'll have to run and try and keep the chains moving.
And he's trying to audible over to Snead. Snead gets picked up by Diggs, and then there's that pressure right up the middle. And still, he hasn't found a solution for how to stop A-gap pressure.
And the Seahawks.
Rob, I got to ask you a question. Michael Vick is telling me that he's used to playing this game on Xbox. Today, he is playing on PlayStation. Is there a big difference? Could that be the reason why he's a little bit slow right now?
Look, if you nice on the sticks, it doesn't matter if it's Xbox, if it's PC. If you're nice, you're nice. You just figure it out. And right now, he is moving the ball a little bit. So he's not completely out of this. But he's got to get these first points on the board. It's 3rd and 16. It's long again, and he's got more pressure in his face. And
he's sacked.
Wow.
Outstanding defense. Kendrick's in on the tackle.
He's just laughing. He is just laughing in Vick's face.
He's toying with his food.
Already has. And Lockett all over this. Lockett has a punt return for a touchdown. And a touchdown catch.
No way.
Safety?
That's a safety.
It looked like momentum carrying into the end zone.
Take it.
Celebration for Michael Vick.
Oh, and he kicked it out of bounds.
It's ruled a safety.
Like that, man. Come on, man.
Look,
Fix that.
DJ is feeling himself. Okay? He knows that he can beat Mike in all facets of the game, but he really kind of fell asleep at the wheel, gives up a safety, and when you give up a safety, you're going to get those 2 points and then get the ball back. And now, can he get this power run going? And there's Ingram up the sideline.
And wow. Is headed inside the 20-yard line.
Uh-oh. Look at DJ.
This is how it starts, boys.
Yeah, this is the strength of Harbaugh's offense and the way Lamar Jackson, the way they run it. And even when they're behind, They can run the football to play catch-up, reminding me of the 49ers, and then that helps open up the passing game, even when trailing by as many as 19 as they are here, under 3 minutes to go before the half.
Yeah,
Best scoring chance. Yes, best scoring chance.
Oh, can he get rid of
Baltimore?
Oh,
and he was
Wide
open.
open.
Hollywood Brown on the pass, hangs on, and it's going to be first and goal for the Ravens.
Now remember, almost every other quarterback in the game would have gotten tackled there, but the speed of Jackson, able to get away from Kendricks.
Throws into a crowd that would not have been good enough for a touchdown. I think he was trying to get to Snead. And here, why don't you just run it in with Lamar Jackson?
This is the kind of that issue when we talk about when Seattle was really close. Give the ball to Ingram. See what you can do.
Ingram has it, but the Seahawks are ready. He's smothered at the 5-yard line.
This is definitely going to be 4-down territory for the Ravens and Michael Vick. And we have a 2-minute warning, so he's going to be able to get into this playbook and find. You got to find your best 2 plays right now. If you don't score right now, it's over.
Rob, why don't, with Lamar Jackson, you saw that ability, and you pointed out that he could avoid the rush. So maybe something, a rollout, a run, a pass option.
The problem is that the run-pass option, he's got the linebackers are here making sure that all eyes are on Jackson.
Straight ahead, it's a quarterback keep, and he may lose a half a yard.
And run no huddle, 4th down. Like I said, 4-down territory. He was listening to you, Chris. He said, I'm just going to run it.
Well, hopefully they called the 2 plays because this is their best chance. And for Snead, but not good enough for a touchdown, so it appears.
No,
Let's
that
see
was
how
it.
they rule it.
That was a touchdown.
They're going to rule it a touchdown. And do we have a replay on that? That was close. The extra point. And the Ravens have sliced into the lead. It's 21-9.
Look, Mike went back to what we were saying. The player that he depends on the most is Snead. The whole offense in the air goes through him. If you eliminate that, which he tried to do in the first quarter, he had nothing going on. As soon as he goes back to that, starts getting DJ out of this set that's bringing that pressure directly into the middle, you see a different offense from the Ravens.
Russell Wilson now. All 3 of the timeouts for Seattle. And wide open is Lockett.
No.
Tyler Lockett already
Let
with
the
2
man enjoy it
scores.
for a
Make it
second.
3 today, and the Seahawks add to their lead. Touchdown, Seattle.
It's just the game of cheating me. It's like you're not supposed to have 9, but it's just like Lamar Jackson. So they're going to give it to me.
He said,
Derwin James.
You're not supposed to have 9. Not supposed
Yeah, he remembered that. When Michael Vick said that he wasn't going to score very many points, he's already put up 28.
Yeah, 28-9 in favor of the Seahawks. And we know that Vick would love to get this running game started, but when you're down 19 points, I mean, you still have this minute. He's going to have to go in, try to get this score, and depend on his defense to make stop. He's going to have to stop him cold in the second half.
Well, if you can at least get a field goal here, you're still with 2-point conversions, but Baltimore's defense has to do a better job of containing Lockett.
He's got to get his son on the stick real fast.
Did he just hand his controller over?
Hand it over to somebody.
Yeah, he said, hey, son, go ahead and take this because I already took an L. If I lose.
How calm is Derwin James through this as he is handling Michael Vick and the Ravens? Oh, and it's another play for the Seahawks.
I can't watch anymore.
Oh, God.
He's getting mean.
I'm reading that. That's bait. That is bait.
That's
bait.
He said, I play safe.
Switching controllers.
That's how you bait somebody.
That's bait. I just got to be out there. Y'all
bait somebody right there.
Y'all gonna say this.
That's Derwin James and he's on Michael.
Oh, that's
Vick.
my boy Eddie.
It's tough. It's tough enough losing in like this, but when you're on camera and on national TV, Rob, I think it's rubbing it in.
Look, DJ has to represent for all the young cats out there that are trying to tell all of us old cats that we try to say we can play the game. Yeah, we've been playing for 15 years. We know what's good. And then DJ's like, you don't know what's going on.
Watch.
Yeah, BR and BRUNH. And look, Derwin James is player in the NFL. Michael Vick was outstanding in his day, but a former player. And so the current player holding the upper hand in this Seahawks 35-9 advantage as we near the half. But still a little bit of time for the Ravens and Lamar Jackson to do something before the break.
DJ told me that he plays Madden constantly. Like I said, he is in his Madden prime at 22 years old. He's still playing. That's all these guys do.
And a short completion to the tight end.
Yeah, for the most part, Mike just needs an offensive coordinator. He needs somebody to come in and call him and say, "Hey, Vick, this is what you should be doing." And
well,
this is
Mike. Whoa, there was another interception. Flowers with his second interception in the tournament of Madden Invitational.
Airmails that one, and it is really, really, he's piling it on. This is a situation, it's 44 seconds, right? Now, normally, you don't have to do anything here on offense. You can just run it, right? No. Russell Wilson going deep.
Wow.
And Russell Wilson trying to get more.
He's trying to retire Vick from Madden right now. He's trying to beat him so bad he'll have PTSD when he picks up the controller.
No, we know
Maybe
Russell can run. He's a very highly rated, just like in Madden, just like when you watch him play for real, incomplete there. Alaka couldn't hold it. He's a very good deep ball thrower.
Yeah, and when you talk about Wilson, one of his strongest features as a player, his deep ball accuracy, 96 out of up to 99. Okay, so he can get these balls down the field. He can also play out of the pocket. And again, 33 seconds left in the half. DJ hasn't had enough. We're going back to this rollout. I'm going to assume he's going to chuck this ball, but
where's it going?
You got to make sure that you don't get your quarterback injured.
Hey, that's probably the only way that Vick is going to get back into this game.
Wow. Well, I would just run the clock out, but Derwin James has done just fine at the controls here. The Charger defensive back currently playing in the NFL against the player Michael Vick. And 11 seconds remain before the half. We are live on FS1, the inaugural Madden NFL Invitational. This is the title game. And Derwin James has run with his Seahawks. Michael Vick from the beginning with the Ravens and Lamar Jackson.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Hey, let's get this. Showing up.
Listening into the play call, the adjustment, and Russell Wilson will throw open in the middle of the field. The rookie Metcalf calls it in.
Ooh, that controller almost was a victim. Mike Vick almost threw that controller when that happened.
Visibly frustrated.
They're going to try this field goal with 3 seconds. Boy, this will come back to haunt Pete Carroll / Derwin James in Madden football as they add to their lead, and time has expired. 38-9, and we'll continue the live action. You see the limited time on. You're watching the Madden NFL Invitational live on FS1, the title game. Continuing live action here in the third quarter as we played through up against the clock here. And yes, this would never happen in a real NFL broadcast. During a commercial break, somebody would score, but Derwin James and the Seahawks are piling it on. He scored again, and Seattle leads 45-9 as they continue to dominate this game. Michael Vick and the Ravens, Lamar Jackson having a tough time.
Yeah, tough time is selling it really short.
I'm being kind because,
I think
by the
son
way,
may walk out of there and leave him be.
Yeah, I think your Madden terminology, double G, good game, or friendly quit. Those are the. I'm not sure which way we're going to go here, but right now, hey, there's a play to Willie Snead.
Here we go.
In the clear. Can he make it all the way into the end zone? Can a Ravens touchdown.
Don't you dare celebrate, Snead.
Michael Vick with his fan club, family on hand, cheering him on. He's going to fight to the finish with 3:42 to play.
But
along
massive
with
lead, but maybe this is just what he needs, a little kick in the butt.
Would you go onside kick here? It's way too.
No, onside kicks in Madden are, I mean, next to impossible. So
just like in real,
that's right.
In the actual game, I think it's less than I forget percentages. It's under 10%, or it has been amended the NFL kickoff rule.
Look.
So you can try the pooch kick and hope somebody fumbles maybe.
30
By
points.
the way,
30 points.
all right, 45-16. Rachel Bonetta, Rob Gonzalez, Chris Myers live here.
Rob, you've watched a ton of Madden in your day. How do these guys rank against like an average gamer that does this professionally?
Well, here's the thing: is against professional Madden players, both of these players would get smoked. Okay, DJ is playing against Mike, and Mike is not that great. But here, it looks like we have an interception going back the other way.
Yeah, Ravens takeaway. In fact, that was probably, Michael Vick has his son helping him with the controller, working it, and so he created a terrific defensive play to give the Ravens a little hope here. And I'm not sure, Derwin James, we're also up against time constraints. You were hoping Seattle would run the clock down a little bit with this sizable lead, but the Ravens fighting for a comeback behind Michael Vick and his son on the controls.
Look, he called in a substitution. He said, listen, little Vic, daddy needs your help. I gave you life. Now give me life in this game.
And give Lamar Jackson a little energy there, taking it upfield. A healthy pickup just to kind of offset the pass rush, the blitz that Pete Carroll and the Seattle defense has used. This crowd in Seattle, they've been excited from the start. A 21-0 lead is what the Seahawks got out. Fake to Ingram. Lamar Jackson throws, and there's Snead inside the 15 of Seattle.
And what's funny is now you see Mike Vick just going back to the offense that got him here. Get these drag routes over the middle, make sure you get Snead involved, and see if he can stop it. If he can, he can't. There's that, what we talk about, the rollout. Dodges one. Ooh!
Trying to get out of bounds, but what a hit.
DJ is mad. He knows that he was like, man, that should have been a fumble. I know that was a fumble.
Diggs from the former Lion from his defensive back spot.
Everything.
Brought down Lamar Jackson, who was trying to get out of bounds. 2.5 to go in the third quarter. 6-minute quarters live, and a 45-16 Seattle lead. Big hole for Lamar Jackson. Dives inside the 10.
He hasn't learned.
Well, now, did he give himself up? We need Mike Pereira to confirm this, or was he touched? Did he land on the ball? Well, it's like, let's see how they rule this.
That's going to be a turn.
They're gonna rule it a fumble, a turnover. I'm sure the home office in New York would have taken a further look. And now we see Derwin James working the clock, I would think, protecting that lead.
It's kind of amusing, right, that Mike Vick playing with Lamar Jackson doesn't slide and fumbles the ball, right?
That's, yes, kind of amusing. And look, who else? Tyler Lockett. He's the show. He's the star of this game. And he... Showboating. Was tackled inside the 10.
Look.
Failed to get into the end zone.
Too much confidence there.
No, that's not too much confidence. He is actually, he's disrespecting Vick. He could have scored easily. So what he did instead is he high steps, makes him play more, so that now he just runs that sweep and gets it in anyway. It didn't matter.
Padding his fantasy stats, no doubt. As Carson takes it into the end zone, Lockett would have had another down had he stopped strutting or showboating, but the extra point, 52-16. We might have a record. This is the, of course, of the inaugural Super Bowl. You had a lopsided score. Here, it's 52-16 in the Madden NFL Invitational title game.
Yeah, you're going to see Mike Vick's Wikipedia page get updated, and it's going to say, Daddy is Derwin James.
Don't do that to him.
That was their opportunity after the defensive takeaway to at least create a chance for more points as Lamar Jackson remains in the game.
Can you imagine if he just subbed him out just because he's like, you know what? I don't want to get him hurt.
Almost intercepted, but the catch made going out of bounds, and that should give a Ravens team the first down.
This is just a lesson for Mike. He knows that he's outmatched here. We talked about it a little bit before. Here's a sack, and he's just going to have to get in the lab. He's going to have to talk to some Madden pros. So if you're a Madden pro out there and you want to help old man Vick learn how to play the game, Go ahead.
Well,
do that.
I don't know. Call Yo Boy Pizza or somebody for some help here. What when you say in the lab, explain that, Rob.
So most of the Madden players, you don't just run an offense without practicing. So when you go in the lab, you're going to try to find the playbook that works for you. You're going to make sure you've got your money plays. All of that is right there for you. You just have to make sure that if somebody takes away a part of your offense, that you've practiced enough to know what the next plan is. What's the B plan? What's the C plan? And right now, Mike's A plan was Snead, got taken away. Jackson was the B plan. That got taken away, and there really hasn't been a C or a D.
And in Seattle, the third quarter comes to an end. Incomplete. 52-16, 1 quarter to go. Live. We promised you live NFL football. A veteran player, current player, against a former player will continue in a moment. Back to game action. 59-16. Seattle leads.
Is this how Matt Leinart felt?
That concert is coming up. We're going to take a short break and call this game as the Seahawks have it well under control. So we'll have more on our Madden NFL Invitational title game in a moment. Live here on FS1 and wrapping up. 3 minutes to go, just over that. Seahawks 66-16. Led by Derwin James, and he's going for more. You can see Derwin and Michael Vick with his Ravens. So, Derwin, if you have a minute with us, we're waiting for the iHeart concert coming up following this game as we are live. Why aren't you just running out the clock? Are you piling it on here?
Yeah, he said do my worst, and I'm representing Florida. So I'm doing it.
Completion to Gordon. Well, Michael, go ahead, Vic. Michael.
I live in Florida.
You're supposed to be my boy.
I'm VA boy, man. I'm in Florida. I'm in Floridian too.
Mike, listen. If he's beating you by 50 points right now, and he's about to put some more on, if my mama beats me by 50, I have to ask to be adopted. So, can you be friends with him after this?
I didn't want this to happen. I beat Juju 24-0 yesterday. I came into this game thinking that I was going to win. 28.
Yeah, but Derwin James is not Juju Smith, apparently.
Yeah, Vic, you told me you didn't think Derwin was even going to score a single touchdown. I just wanted to check in on that.
Well, I told Rachel earlier.
Hey, Derwin, is this a victory for the current players in the game, the young players who play Madden and play the game for real?
Stay away from him.
Yeah, this for everybody. Stay away from him. This for everybody, man. I tell y'all, I'm representing
for everybody.
For everybody, man. This for everybody.
If y'all watching out there, listen, get a game with Derwin James.
Well, I appreciate Michael.
Throw it on the money.
Yeah, Michael Vick and Derwin James, we really do appreciate you and all the participants and the NFL players, eSports and EA and Madden 20 for allowing us to do this, to try this, to benefit, again, the CDC and those frontline responders battling this virus that has put us all on edge. So coming from our homes, enjoying live football, it's the closest we can come. It's just good to have live sport. We haven't had that in a while.
Absolutely.
I miss it so much.
I can't wait. I can't wait to start. I can't wait till we get through this and then come out better on the other side.
Yeah, and hopefully in the meantime, people could enjoy these games. I mean, Rob, give us, other than picking, you've been picking on Michael Vick all we have another interception.
Yeah,
that's Flowers again. Can he take it all the way? And it's going to be another Seahawks touchdown. A chance to score 80 points.
Yeah, I picked the wrong time to lose the game.
Yes, you did. Your son is like,
I told him, don't let up. I told him, I'm going to keep going. If you can get 100, he can get 100. But I don't want him to get 100. He can get 100. No, he's not going to get 100. Nobody's 100 points on me.
Look,
what does your son think of your performance right now?
He think it's awful. He think it's not awful.
Well, Michael, you're a good sport because I said it's tough enough losing, fellow colleague in the industry, but then losing on national TV by this score, it's tough.
I had Lamar Jackson. I thought I had a chance. I thought I really had a chance. But you know what I got to do, Chris? I got to go back to the drawing board.
Yep.
Okay.
I got to get back in the lab. I got more than enough time to do it.
Yep. Well, we'll set up a rematch here because we know you can play better.
Set the
Your
rematch up.
Yeah.
No matter who your team is, Derwin James, look, he's trying to get more. He's just trying to put 80 points.
Listen,
He's a madman.
That's right.
This what you do when things get out of hand.
Listen.
This what you do when things get out of hand. You run the football.
Look, when Vick told him, he said, just bring your best, it's coming.
That's what he told me. That's what he told me. He said he wanted the absolute best. Do your work.
Yeah. And hey, Derwin, are you this good a trash talker responder, if I'm phrasing that right, on the field when you're actually playing for the
Oh, yeah, I'm coming with smoke. Yeah, I'm all that. I want all that.
You can handle all those diva receivers that tell you what they're going to do, or they don't.
Oh, yeah. They're not. The one thing they're not going to tell me what they go where they need to go, but they ain't going to tell me where they're going.
Well, hey, Vic, if you need some help, I will go ahead and connect you with some of the Madden pros.
I need some practice.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's what I said. All you need is practice.
Keep fighting to the end,
There you
baby.
go.
Keep fighting to the end. I'm going in practice mode when it's over. You know, I'm gonna shake this one off. I'm gonna think about it for a long time. I'm gonna shake it off, and then I'm gonna come back strong. That's all I can do. But Derwin, I'm gonna find you. I know where to find you. I know where you at. I know
where you live.
I know you. This ain't over. This is not over.
It's a good game, man. 80 to 16.
We did it for a great cause.
That was a good
Stepped
call.
up. You stepped up. You know, and yes, I'm a little hot. I'm a little hot.
Well, those are gracious words from Michael Vick, who's hanging in there. As the clock, we spent a minute to go.
Let a bomb go. Hey, Chris, I'm about to throw a bomb.
All right, let's go for it. We need to air it out. I mean, send your fastest guy.
It's trying to air it out. It's not. Hey, Derwin, man up. Go man to man.
Where's Hollywood at?
I'm not
Where Hollywood at? Man to man. One-on-one. Hollywood Brown to the right.
Go man to man. Let's
Are you
go.
going to keep trash talking when you're down by this much?
Well, because you have to have little victories. He's like,
Here he goes.
let's go
He's going
one-on-one.
deep down the sideline. Had to play defense.
I'm going for it, y'all. I'm going for it. I got you.
Yeah, there's nothing to lose now.
Nothing to lose
Vic,
now.
we do this again.
Nothing to lose now.
Vic, if we do this again, is there a former teammate of yours that you would want to have involved that you'd want to see play?
You know what? Let me think about who's good. Let me think about who can play.
I don't think you need to play anybody that's good.
Deshaun Jackson is good. Deshaun Jackson is really good.
When we started out, we had remember we had Patrick Mahomes and Dak Prescott and Drew Brees, and so somehow these two teams survived to these two backs. So you guys did enough to get to the title game here, and so we appreciate you working with what you had to work with. But 80 points, I mean, my goodness.
I don't understand what's going on right now. I just really don't understand what's going on right now.
You're throwing for the end zone, knocked away.
Oh, and a flag. Pass it. What illegal touching?
Hold on, what am I supposed to do?
Listen,
don't touch that.
just decline it.
It's
And
that, man.
DJ,
No, I'm
please,
going for 88.
please stop beating him like this. Please stop beating
I'm
him.
telling you to stop.
And that living room concert is coming up here in just a few moments after this. He's still throwing. Derwin James knocked away and
No
incomplete.
sportsmanship.
Well, remember, he was
is out the window.
You're about to get an NFL suspension for unsportsmanlike conduct.
This is what's getting me right now. This is what's getting me. This is the defensive player.
Over 6 points.
Yeah,
He's a
that's true.
defensive guru. He's a defensive guru. You know what he told me earlier in our practice game? That he liked to score points on defense.
He wasn't wrong.
Now,
What was the score in the practice game?
Defense. And then you got offense too. That's illegal.
There's another flag with 22 seconds remaining. It's against Russell Wilson.
Hey, I think I should kick the field goal. Go for it.
All right, Michael, Vick, we thank you. And Derwin James, you're the champion. The Madden NFL Invitational title game is in the books, 80-16 for our entire crew. We're glad you're watching FS1. Coming up, the iHeart Living Room concert to benefit those frontline responders in the CDC Foundation. You're watching FS1.